Alright guys, how you guys doing today? I am fishing on a blustery Saturday morning. We've got a big tropical storm moving up from the south. I left Coleman, came to Decatur to put in, try to outrun the rain, try to fish for a couple hours and shoot a little video and catch a bass or two without getting drowned. We'll see how that plays out. Where I'm at today is I'm up on the causeway right past the Decatur boat harbor, and I'm just junk fishing. Just wanted to come up here and see. I've not fished this causeway in years, probably 20 years. It's completely different now. I used to come up here and throw a jig on the rocks, but now it's covered in grass everywhere. I don't know if you can see it, but this whole area is grass. On out past me is stumps. It's a big, huge flat. I caught one little bass before I turned my cameras on out of this grass with a spinnerbait. And hopefully we'll catch another couple. But the wind is gonna be a problem all day. So we're just gonna fish. I'm gonna fish each little section. If I come to a section that looks like, hey, it needs a jig thrown in it, I'm gonna do that. My spinnerbait's gonna be my main bait for this morning. Due to the fact that it's windy, I like throwing spinnerbait in the wind. Got a little chop on the water. On out in the bay, if I get past this causeway, I'll have a lot of wind. But I may drift across it on the way back to the truck. But right now, I'm gonna try to hug this bank and stay out of the wind as much as I can. And see if I can pick up a bass or two. Just throwing a spinnerbait up next to visible cover, even though the entire bay here is grass. It is just literally, I've been sitting in 4 or 5 feet of water and grass still touching the bottom of my boat. So we'll see. Bass could be anywhere. I don't know exactly. I know there's a trench that runs through this, but I don't remember where it was. So we're just gonna junk fish for a little while this morning. Hope we come up with a bite. This place, even though I know it gets beat to death, it has produced some really big fish for me over the years. And it is going to be a struggle to just stay within casting distance of the bank. I've actually got my trolling motor on the back this morning to get around, but with the grass in this water, I don't think I'm even gonna let it down. Here's a little bit of that grass. You get a little, you can feel it ticking that grass every cast unless you just burn it back through the water. But that's all right. Fish live up in the grass, so. Maybe we're in a good spot. Either way, it's good to be out here. It was pouring down rain when I left Coleman. I don't know how long I'm gonna have. I know the rain's pushing north. So I'm gonna make the best use of my time, cover some water. You might wonder why I'm wearing my sunglasses even though we're overcast day. The polarized lenses help you, it cuts the glare off the water. For those of you that fish regular, you already understand being able to see your targets. For those of you that don't wear the glasses or don't fish that much, a pair of polarized glasses will help you spot fish underwater. They'll help you spot cover. down under the water that the glare would not let you see otherwise. So that is, any chance I get to wear them on up until, you know, except for early morning conditions before the sun comes up or at night, they're of absolutely no value then. But once that sun gets up and it's daylight, you're gonna have glare on the water no matter what. Cloudy conditions or not, and these will cut through that glare. They're just another tool. Oh my goodness. He grabbed it, he ran off to the side. If I can get it back in there, he might come back. I might have missed a good opportunity. This is a wonderful, wonderful reaction bait. When it comes past them, they only have a second or so to say, hey, I'm gonna eat or I'm not gonna eat, and my food's about to get away. So I'm not slow rolling today. I'm ripping it right below the surface, right across the tops of the grass. Guys, I'm getting close to where the two bays back here behind the boat harbor meet, and the wind is coming to me, which is going to make it brutal as soon as I hit that opening. What I would like to do is fish into that wind for a little bit to see what might be staged up, nosing up in the wind as food comes by. Whether or not I can do that or not, I don't have my anchor system in place, so that'll be almost impossible without a trolling motor on the front or an anchor. But if not, I'm gonna scoot right across the wind and keep going down the bank, I think. Well, I got some people fishing where I was gonna try to stage up, so I'm gonna move right on by, not interfere with them. Righty. Righty. Y'all catching them? Not yet? Woo! Yeah, it is. Huh? Just over from the harbor. I ain't been far. There's a bite. Let's see if we can get him on it. My goodness, what do we got here? Look at that, boys. Oh, big boy. Come and chomped on my little blade. Easy now. Easy now. Got him. Well, I guess that might be worth the ride coming up here. Oh, the hook just fell out. I should have used my net, but my net's behind me. Of no value right now. That's a fine looking little Wheeler Lake largemouth. Cloudy, windy days. One of my personal favorite spinnerbait days. That's the real deal right there. Probably about 2.5. Probably about 2.5 pounds. Pretty solid fish. Back you go. Got to make those casts. I know sometimes it seems like you're casting and nothing's happening, but you got to believe in the technique, what you're doing. That spinnerbait is dull. I must have hit it on some rocks. It is gonna have to come off, because I'm lucky I landed that fish. Sit there out of the way while I get blowed out into the middle. Get me a new spinner bug on here. Yeah, I'm already 35, 40 yards off the bank, just taking time to tie on a new bait. So I'm gonna ease my way back, reposition where I can make another cast or two. Paddle is probably going to be in hand all day today as I navigate, but it's one of those days where you got to do what you got to do. Another thing that's helping me draw strikes, I think this morning, all 3 times, when my spinnerbait has hit the water, I have started my retrieve out fast and made those blades spit and hit the top of the water. It looks like a bait fish trying to escape. Whether it's been the factor or not, I don't know, but it has been a part of each bite that I've gotten this morning. Could have also been that my bait just came across where those fish happened to be staged and it was a coincidence. But a lot of times that ripping that bait under the surface and make it cut the top of the water every now and then, that little commotion on top of the water will draw a strike. These bass are predators. This water is not the clearest. probably 1.5 foot visibility, maybe 2, but it's great spinnerbait water for me. I love it. I have a lot of confidence in murky, dingy water throwing a spinnerbait. All right, guys, I'm gonna wind it up. Rain's getting a little heavy. I'm afraid my camera's gonna get water in them, so I'm gonna wind it up for today. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hey, if you hadn't already subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Hit the notifications bell so you know when a new video comes up. And if you like what you saw, share it. Share it with your friends. Somebody that's new to fishing. We try to teach a little something every now and then. So glad to have you. Appreciate you very much. And you guys stay safe out on the water. I'm Lowell Henderson. This is Simply Fishing. We'll see you next time.